Good evening. Welcome to today's session. Shall we start now?
Very good evening, ma'am.
Hmm. Very good evening. Uh, Today we shall start our session. Uh, we shall start with Unit 3 and 4. Unit 3 is the role of national bodies, and Unit 4, the topic is coordination, networking, partnership, and linkage. So, first we shall start with Unit 3, and particularly in this unit, we shall study about the examining boards at school level, organizations providing education at school level, institutions catering to school level programs. Under that, we have National Bal Bhavan, and next is NCERT. And then we will discuss about government bodies at higher education level and one case study to understand how government bodies works for that. Next is professional councils for quality at higher education level. And the last one is that is organization for intellectual property rights. The very good topics we will discuss today. So now we shall start the role of national bodies. Yesterday we discussed about the policy, formulation of policy and their education organizational structures. But today it is very much related with the previous chapters of previous units. So what role national bodies play so far as implementation of educational policies in at the central level as well as the state level. Okay. So before 1976, education was the exclusive responsibility of the states. The constitutional amendment of 1976 included education in the concurrent list. Central government continues to play a leading role in the evolution and monitoring of educational policies and programs. We have already studied about National Policy on Education 1968, also 1986, Program of Action 1992. So, in this context, what is the role of the national bodies? Really, these national bodies are governing bodies. Indian government has formed many governing bodies for regulating educational system in India. Do you follow my point? We will study about the governing bodies, who are these governing bodies and how they are functioning in the field of education. What are their responsibilities, how they are coordinated, all these things we will study in this unit. Number 3. The first is Central Advisory Board of Education. It is the highest advisory body to advise the central and state governments. What is that? Central Advisory Board of Education, CABE. The other governing bodies are CBSE. Yesterday I discussed about that. Today also some discussion will be made, but this is the governing body at the central level, Central Board of Secondary Education. Then ICSE, Indian Council Certificate Examination. Indian Council of Certificate Examination, ICSE board we have, and CBSE board. You are acquainted with these two boards, English medium schools, and state governments. Who can say? Yesterday I also tell about that. I told about the Board of Secondary Education, in the State Board of Odisha. I told about this yesterday. Next we have NIOS, National Institute of Open School. Okay, all these were discussed yesterday, and today also their function will be discussed and how they are performing their responsibility at the national level and coordinating different programs at the block level, district level, as well as at the state level, from national to the district level, how these governing bodies are carrying their responsibilities and managing the institutions, framing the rules and regulations. All things we will discuss in detail. The governing bodies, CISCE, Council of Indian School Certificate Examination. It is completely a private, non-governmental school. We have ICC school in different districts of Odisha. You might know that. Uh, and also these bodies conduct matriculation examination, that is 10th board as well as 12th board. Okay, 10th board and 12th board examination, and they frame their course curriculum, and also they frame the rules and regulation standards for their for the institution, conduct their examination and evaluation. They have their own system of education. And we have the CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. Uh, Different types of CBSE schools we have in our nation. Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya, and these CBSE schools, they are conducting examination for 10th board as well as 12th board, and they also frame their curriculum and prescribe conditions of examination, conduct public examination at the end of class 10th and 12th, grant qualifying certificates to successful candidates of affiliated schools. I am telling about the functions of governing bodies, particularly CBSE, Central Board of Secondary Education. Okay. Next, work function of the CBSE is to fulfill the educational requirements of the students whose parents are employed in transferable jobs, particularly in Kendriya Vidyalayas. These are often happen. Prescribe and update the course of instructions of examinations. And the CBSE board primarily focus on innovations in teaching learning methodology by devising student-friendly and student-centered paradigms. It brings reforms in evaluation practice and also regularly update the pedagogical skills of teachers, administrators, and also conduct in-service training programs for the teachers and also perform the workshops. So these are the functions are carried out by CBSE, the governing bodies throughout the nation. Then we have the state government boards. Apart from CBSE and CISE, these are the English medium schools. And in state board, in different states, they have their own state board of education. Students, they frame their own rules and regulations for the examination. They frame the curriculum and also arrange teacher training program, in service training programs, seminars, workshops. They provide their certificates. And then comes to the National Institute of Open Schooling. Yesterday I told about the functioning of NIOS. So what NIOS, why it is very much important? NIOS is it is also is a governing body apart from CBSE, ICSE and board schools, state board schools. It provides the main aim of NIOS is to provide equal opportunity of education to all, and mainly it focuses on the education of deprived section, children, the young, adolescents, and also the adults who are deprived of getting the formal education. They have a chance to get education in NIOS. So, as an apex body, it functions as a resource organization for all states and union territories in the country. It provides material support, arranges consultancy and advocacy programs for the students. Open learning system, that is OLS, it fulfills the national goals. NIOS in its capacity as a research and development institution play the leading role in developing a network of open schooling channels in the country. As a result of which, many open schools have been established throughout the nation. NIOS provides many opportunities in continuing education to the learners through its basic education, secondary education, senior secondary education, vocational education, and life enrichment courses. The courses are offered at 3 levels, particularly level A, B, and C, which correspond to formal school grades of class 3, 5, and 8. Secondary certificate course is equivalent to grade 10. In secondary certificate course, the students have a choice of 12 languages and 10 other subjects. Senior secondary certificate course is equivalent to grade 12 level. So whatever certificate is provided by NIOS is equivalent to the certificates provided by CBSE, State School Board, as well as ICSE students. So these NIOS to pass out students are eligible to get admission in the colleges and universities like the students coming from other boards. So NIOS is fulfilling divergent needs of different groups of people. NIOS is not only an examining body, it develops its own curriculum using a course team approach. It has its own course team. It develops the course, very learner friendly course. I think that your course is very much student friendly. Language are very lucid, systematically arranged, without taking the help of as you are not regular students, you can easily go through the study material and understand very easily what information have been given inside the books. These materials are much more better than the materials what we find in formal education system. So open school materials are very well organized. Next, we will discuss about the organizations providing education at the school level. What are the organizations that provide? We discussed about the governing bodies. Are you clear about that? Hello, participants.
Yes,
Hello.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Respond it. Otherwise, it will be, if not interactive, it will be monotonous. Okay. Do you understand? Or any problem you are facing in my teaching?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Okay. We will go ahead. Organizations providing education at school level. There are different boards, but how these different organizations are providing education at school level? The first one is the Central Tibetan School Administration. Central Tibetan School Administration, it is an autonomous organization under MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development of Government of India, which we were discussed in the last class yesterday. That was established in the year 1961. And what was the objective of Central Tibetan School Administration? To provide, to establish, to manage, and to assist schools in India for the education of Tibetan children living in India. ଏଇ ତିବେତାନ ସ୍କୁଲ ମାନଙ୍କର କାମ ହେଲା ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ଆଡମିନିଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସନ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ହଉଛି ଆମ ଦେଶରେ ଯୋଉ ତିବେତାନ ପିଲାମାନେ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଦେବା, ତାଙ୍କର କଲଚର ଆଉ ହେରିଟେଜ ରିଲେଟେଡ ଏଜୁକେସନ ତାଙ୍କୁ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ କରିବା. ଓକେ. So this administration is running 71 schools spread all over India in the area concentration of Tibetan population. Tibet, where in India Tibetan people are living, for to provide them education. Their education schools for Tibetan administration is running, and to preserve their culture, tradition, and they are also learning, getting education in their language. Okay. Second is Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti. This is another organization providing education at school level, that is Navodaya Vidyalaya Samiti, NVS. It is also an autonomous organization under Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. It runs Navodaya Vidyalayas. Navodaya Vidyalayas, these were first established in the year 1985. Its objective is to identify and foster talented children from the rural parts of India. And these were formerly named as Navodaya Vidyalayas, and after that it was renamed as Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas. In the name of Jawaharlal Nehru, it was renamed as Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas, JNVS. And these are located all over the country. We find these schools because these offer free education to all students who get selected through the admission process, which includes all India entrance examination held at district level. In each and every district, Navodaya Vidyalaya entrance examination held, and the meritorious students, they get the chance, and the education here, it is quite residential and free of cost. Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalayas, it is a school for talented students, and the objective is to serve, promote national integration by providing opportunity to talented children. Mainly, it attract the students from rural areas, from different parts, rural areas of different corners of the country. It ensures that all students of Navodaya Vidyalaya attain a reasonable level of competence in 3 languages, and particularly it provides equality of educational opportunity, but particularly 75% seats are meant for the rural children, and it also reserved the seat for SC/ST categories and 1/3 seat for the girl students and 3% reserved for the disabled children. It gives opportunity to all categories of students, children, but there were large population from rural areas. Okay, so this is the admission percentage of reservation available in the schools, and Navodaya Vidyalayas starts from class 6 to 12. It is co-educational, and in many different districts of all over India, these schools are found. Government provides financial assistance to the children for their boarding and free boarding and education, and all types of expenditures are borne by the government. Then coming to the Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, very popularly central schools, and it is also, these are also available in different districts of all over India. So the Kendriya Vidyalayas particularly it attracts or it provides admission to the children of central government employees. The name is so that central schools. And the Kendriya Vidyalayas was founded in the year 1965. Cater the educational needs of children of transferable central government employees, including defense and paramilitary personnel. It also helps to pursue excellence and set the pace in the field of school education. And particularly, this school comes under CBSE and it and also NCERT. NCERT, the curriculum framed by NCERT and the rules regulation, whatever is developed by NCERT, these schools obey that and provide education according to their policy. Next, we will discuss about the institutions catering to school level programs. Institutions catering to school level programs. There are some institutions that cater the school level program by developing creative thinking among children through non-formal educational activities. Among these, the National Bal Bhavan is an institution that aims to enhance the creative potential of children by providing them with different activities, opportunities, and a common platform to interact, experiment, create, and perform according to their age, aptitude, and ability. So the NCERT caters to the school education by developing and renewal the curriculum and institutional materials for various levels of school education and making them relevant to changing needs of children and society. So this National Bal Bhavan, it is an autonomous body under the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. The aim of National Bal Bhavan is to develop overall personalities of children of all strata of society, irrespective of caste, creed, religion, and gender. It supplements school education by helping children to learn in playway methods and in the natural environment. It is a very uh, uh, this Bal Bhavan really uh, does very important work for the development of the students, provides various types of activities for their all-round development. It is an institution that aims to enhance the creative potentialities of the children by providing them various activities. And it caters the children between the age group of 5 to 16 years. That means primary to secondary education. The Jawahar Bal Bhavan at village Mandi and 52 Bal Kendras have been actively involved in spreading the mission of National Bal Bhavan in different parts of the country. National Bal Bhavan also published a newsletter, Shulaksha, which is devoted to environmental issues. The children also get opportunity to work different craft and art activities which enable them to be self-employed in future. So Bal Bhavan contributes a lot to the education of the students in the nation. Then come to our another governing bodies, the autonomous bodies, Government of India, that is NCERT, National Council of Educational Research and Training. This is the function of NCERT is to conduct research, and it has under these different departments: National Institute of Education (NIE), Regional Institute of Education (RIH), and Central Institute of Educational Technology (CIT), and Pandit Sundarlal Sharma Central Institute of Vocational Education. These institutions are functioning under NCERT and performing different functions and different capacities. NCERT supports research programs of other institutions, organizations. It provides financial assistance and academic guidance, assistance to the scholars for publication of their PhD thesis, provide research fellowships, also publish books for these schools, magazines, journals. All these activities are performed. Apart from that, it also organizes different in-service and pre-service programs for workshops for the teachers. It has certain extension programs, exchange programs also. It performs different international organizations such as UNESCO, UNICEF, UNDP, NFPA, and the World Bank. It interacts with all these organizations to study specific educational problems and to arrange training programs for personnel from other countries. It is one of the associated center of APID, and also NCERT offering training facilities and organize cultural exchange programs with other countries of the world. So educational materials also are exchanged with other countries. So as an governing bodies, it provides education to the school children as well as publish books, organize extension programs, disseminate knowledge by publishing journals, books, and organizing workshops and seminars. And also, most important is that cultural exchange programs are organized by these institutions. And the next aspect we will discuss about the government bodies at higher education levels. We we had discussed about the school organizing bodies. Now we come to discuss about the higher education government bodies at higher education level. So at higher education level, yesterday I told about many higher education uh, level bodies. One of the University Grants Commission, and what is its function? University Grants Commission UGC. It is uh, under the Indian Constitution. It takes the responsibility of center as well as the federating states. It coordinates and determines the standard of the institutions at higher education level. It also provides assistance for research, scientific and technical institutions. UGC is a coordinating agency and also a grant giving body for academic purposes. It provides grants and also coordinate different activities in the universities as well as the government. And has um, an UGC and NAC is associated with UGC, that is National Accreditation Association Council of India. It works under UGC. What is its function? The function of NAC is to review the quality of the institution, quality maintenance through accreditation procedures for the universities. You might have heard that the university has got A degree, A plus degree, B plus degree, B plus degree, A plus, and these degrees show that the how much grant the institution, the universities or the colleges of higher education will get grants under the on the basis of the NAC grading. UGC provides them grants, lakhs or crores, 100 crores, 50 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crore for the development, the infrastructure development, and for others, library, building, the students, laboratory, and for many aspects, UGC provides grants, and whose grade is better, the institution that get better grades, they get more funds for their development. Do you follow my point? The role of UGC, do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you clear? Thank you, thank you. Next, we will discuss about Association of Indian Universities. Have you heard University News? It is a journal. In every week, is published. 4 journal in a month, and it publishes the standard articles of different persons working in colleges and universities. It plays an important role at the higher education level. Particularly, this organization is based in Delhi and its function is to evaluate the course, syllabi, standards and credits of foreign universities and to equate them in relation to various courses offered by Indian universities. All India AIU, Association of Indian Universities, it is concerned with the recognition of degrees and diplomas awarded by the accredited universities in India and abroad for the purpose of admission to higher courses in Indian universities. So, here also it is the implementing agency for the agreements signed under the cultural exchange programs executed between India and other countries in the field of education. So if you want to publish the article in university news, you can also have that opportunity. So the Association of Indian Universities does many excellent work for the for higher education institutions. Then we will discuss about the National University of Educational Planning and Administration, NUPA. NUPA is also autonomous organization established by Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India. It is a premier organization dealing with capacity building and research in planning and management of education, not only in India, but also in the South Asia. NIPA, it offers courses of MPhil, PhD, post-graduation, and also it organizes programs for policy, planning, and administration in interdisciplinary social science subjects. And many research programs are also carried out in NIPA, and it also organize programs with the collaboration of international agencies, UNICEF, UNESCO, and NIPA has also created a comprehensive database on elementary education in India, which is known as District Information System for Education. District Information System for Education. Next, we have a Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. It was developed in the year established in 1942, an autonomous council and a premier organization for industrial research. It has many national laboratories and institutes throughout India, and also it has extension centers across India. So it sponsor research in particularly in the area of industrial development. Then we have Indian Council for Social Science Research, ICSSR. You are all acquainted with this name, ICSSR. It was established in the year 1969. Its objective is to bring development in social science disciplines. It provide financial assistance for the research in the disciplines, social science disciplines, and also provides funds, document the services and research informations, uh, then organize seminars and also publish articles in journals. Next, we have Indian Council of Medical Research. I would like to inform you that in India, we have different types of education, and for that, there are different councils, organizing bodies, and at the central level, this unit is concerned with the national bodies, role of national bodies, and I am also discussing the national bodies. And here, another national bodies, Indian Council for Medical Research, ICMR. It is situated in Delhi, and the function is it formulates, coordinates, and promotes biomedical research in India. It funds research institutes in the field entirely and through grants in aid given to non-ICMR institutes. So, these institutes, uh, particularly, it functions uh, on different diseases like tuberculosis, leprosy, cholera, viral diseases, including AIDS, malaria, diarrhea diseases, all these and many more, oncology, medical statistics, etc. And the regional centers of research focus morely on regional health problems and aim to generate research pools and different geographical locations. So particularly this Indian Council for Medical Research conduct research on different diseases and provides funds for that. Then we have the apex body, CAB, Central Advisory Board of Education. What is its function? Review and progress of education from time to time. Though we have different national bodies for education and we discussed about their functions, organizations, etc. But it is the apex organization, its function is to review the progress of education from time to time. All types of education at different levels. The second function is to apprise the extent and manner in which education policy has been implemented by the center and state governments through different agencies. Next is to advise regarding coordination between central and state governments and also on the UT administrations and states. These are the functions of Central Advisory Board of Education. Next, we have Council of Architecture. Council of Architecture has been constituted by Government of India under the Act Architects Act in the year 1972, and the function of this Council of Architecture is to regulate the education and practice of profession throughout India, that is those who will take registration in the architects, they will register their name under the Council of Architecture. It will review the standard of education, recognize the qualifications, and observe the standards of practice to be compiled with by the practicing architects. Next national body is the Institute of Company Secretaries of India. This was developed in the year 1960. It provides education in company secretaryship, and it aims to develop the professional capability and career prospects of the company secretaries and other corporate professionals. Mostly, though the students who have completed BCom degree or in the commerce line MCom, they go for this course, company secretary course, and also it aims to as a center of corporate excellence for corporate governance and business ethics, corporate research and corporate higher learning by harnessing all available research, national and international. Company Secretary of India provides promote original and contemporary applied research, higher learning and conduct training programs in various streams of corporate sector through modern and advanced methodology. It also publishes research papers in research bulletin, periodicals, and it also regulate the trade and industry on assignment basis. These are the functions of the ICSI, Government of India. Then come to the Department of Information Technology, DIT. This department has many important uh, functions. It facilitates and catalyzes adoption of e-governance packages in the central and state governments, increase PC penetration in the country, increase utilization of internet in the country, development of local languages in information technology. Then come to National Council for Rural Institute. It is also funded by Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, and its headquarters is in Hyderabad, and its function is to organize training, extension and research by networking with policy making bodies such as UGC, AICT and research organization like CSIR, AICTs. It encourages other educational institutions and voluntary agencies to develop in accordance with Gandhian philosophy of education. Then we have Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. It is also a line preferred by the commerce students, and the National Agency of India is a statutory body and regulate the profession of chartered accountants in India. Here, ICAI has also entered into collaboration with IGNOU. Under this collaborative learning process, students admitted in the first stage of chartered accountancy after completion of 10+2 standard examination. So, chartered account facility also curriculum IGNOU has facilitated this course after completion of +2. So here this also facilitate the improvement in the pedagogy for commerce and management students, and jointly organize seminars on contemporary issues relevant for commerce and management students. Next, we have Institute of Cost and Works Accounts of India, ICWAI, and the objective of this institution is to develop the cost and management accountancy function as a powerful tool of management control in all spheres of economic activities. It develops the professional body of members and equip them fully to discharge their function and fulfill the objectives of the institute in the context of the developing economy. Then we have National Commission for Minority Educational Institution. These minority educational institutions body works for the development of minority communities. Then we have state councils of higher education. In Odisha, we have state councils of higher education. What is its function? The council prepare coordinated programs of development of higher education in each state. In order to understand the role of state council of higher education, we have they organize different programs for research. They provide financial assistance for meritorious students to conduct research and also publish books for higher education institutions. These are the functions of State Council of Higher Education. And now these councils are operating in each state at the higher education level. Then here a case study of Andhra Pradesh has been given in your book, APSCG. So case study of Andhra Pradesh State Council of Higher Education, how it is operating and successful in maintaining the bringing progress in organizing the programs at higher education level. Everything is here. The academic function is to encourage and promote innovation in curricular development, restructuring of course and updating of syllabi in the universities and colleges. This is the function of State Higher Education Council, and facilitate training of teachers in colleges and universities, develop programs for greater academic cooperation and interaction between university teachers and college teachers. Then prepare an overview report on the working of the universities and the colleges in state and to furnish a copy of the report to the University Grants Commission. So, whatever development and progress will be made at the higher education level of one's own state, it is the duty of the and responsibility of State Higher Education Council, and the issues will be solved by this council, and whatever progress will be made, that will be intimated to the UGC by this council. Then we have another important aspect, professional councils for quality at higher education level. The various professional councils that are responsible for recognition of courses, promotion of professional institutions, and providing grants to undergraduate programs and various awards also. The professional councils are All India Council of Technical Education, Distance Education Council, Indian Council for Agricultural Research, Bar Council of India, NAC, then NCT, Rehabilitation Council of India, Medical Council. Many things we discussed yesterday, and some of the uh, councils I will also briefly inform you about this. All India Council of Technical Education. This was established in the year 1987 to ensure proper planning and coordination for the development of technical education. This technical education particularly includes engineering, management education, etc. And the second is Distance Education Council. Distance Education Council was established as a statutory authority, and it coordinates the development of learner-centric open and distance learning, and it ensure high quality education, meet challenges of access and equity to reach the unreached. Mission of Distance Education Council is to encourage state government, conventional universities to establish open universities, distance education institutes, and create a network of such institutes. So now this Distance Education Council, it is doing its work very well, and large number of open schools ODL system has been established throughout the nation, and you are the part of that particular uh, course, and the students of IGNO. So what Distance Education Council is an organization and conducting all these things. Then next is we have the function of Distance Education Council, develop a network of open universities in the country in consultation with state governments, universities, and other concerned agencies. Next, we have Indian Council for Agricultural Research. Uh, it perform its responsibilities to conduct research in the crop science, horticulture, natural resource management, agricultural engineering, animal science, fisheries, agricultural extension, and education. Then we have Bar Council of India, and it is Bar Council of India. It was constituted in the under the Advocates Act in the year 1961, and it performs several duties. What are its functions? To promote legal education and to lay down standards of such education in consultation with universities in India, imparting education and the state bar councils. It organizes seminars and talks on legal topics by eminent jurists and publish journals and papers of legal interest. Then we have NAC. I have already told you about this. जो it give remark or it give grade on assessing the institution on 7 parameters. Arrange for periodic assessment and accreditation of institution of higher education. It stimulates academic environment for promotion of quality of teaching and learning. It also encourages self-evaluation, accountability, autonomy, and innovation in higher education. And next we have NCTE, National Council for Teacher Education. This institution is aims to achieve planned and coordinated development of teacher education system throughout the country. It regulate and proper foresee the regulation and proper maintenance of norms and standard in teacher education system. Then we have Rehabilitation Council of India, and this was established in the year 1986 under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and its objective is to regulate the training policies and programs in the field of rehabilitation persons with disabilities, and also it regulates the standards in all training institutions uniformly throughout the country. And then we have Medical Council of India. Its objective is to maintain the uniform standards of medical education, both undergraduate as well as postgraduate level. Then we have Pharmacy Council of India, and it also established in the year 1948 by the Act of Parliament. Its objective is to regulate the profession and practice of pharmacy. Its main function is to frame education regulation and prescribing the conditions to be approval of the PCI for imparting education in pharmacy. And then we have also Indian Nursing Council. It prescribes the syllabus and regulations for nursing programs. Similarly, we also have Dental Council of India. Its main function is to maintain uniform standards of dental education in India and regulate the level of examination and qualifications, and to regulate the curriculum in training of dentists, dental hygienists, dental mechanics. Then similarly, another important agency, that is the Central Council of Homeopathy. It is also functioning in different states of India. Its function is to, the council is empowered to appoint inspectors at examination and visitors to examine the facilities, and also it is responsible for constitution and maintenance of a central register of homeopathy and for and relating matters to it. Then we have Council of Architecture. I have already told you in the first point. Then we have Central Council of Indian Medicine. Its function is to prescribe minimum standards of education in Indian system of medicines, that is Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, etc., and to maintain a central register on Indian medicine and revise the register from time to time. Then we have Veterinary Council of India. It prepare and maintain the Indian veterinary practitioners register containing the names of all persons who possess the recognized veterinary qualifications, and they are enrolled on a state veterinary register of the state which Indian Veterinary Council Act extends. It also regulate veterinary practice in the country, frame regulations, implement the provisions of the Act, rules and regulations. Then we have organizations for intellectual property rights. It is the last aspect of this unit. What is intellectual property rights? Yesterday I discussed about that. So the intellectual property rights organizations work is to set up special cells in state governments for enforcing of copyright laws, appointment of nodal officer in the states for facilitating proper coordination between the industry, organization and enforcement agencies, collective administration by copyright societies. What is that copyright acts, and how to preserve that copyright? One cannot copy the right of others. If someone copies the right of others, he will his or her issue will come under the Copyright Violation Act. So, in order to curb the piracy, Copyright Act is functioning, and this organization helps in that direction. Intellectual property rights, that is shortly known as IPR. Next we have the cooperation with this organization, World Intellectual Property Organization. It is a specialized agency of United Nations. It deals with copyright and other intellectual property rights. So this is one of the important aspects which is very essential for everyone to be aware of this, what is Copyright Act and how to maintain this, how to preserve one's writings and also free from that act. Then next is we have uh, we are coming to the last part that um, uh, particularly I have completed the three unit 3, that is our national bodies, and now we'll switch to the next, that is unit 4, and the unit 4 is our coordination, networking, partnership and linkage. Before going to the next unit, that is unit 4, how do you feel that briefly I have covered all the aspects of unit 3. It is not at all possible to complete in detail, go through in detail to all these aspects of unit 3. So from starting from, I am summing of the unit 3, the starting from the constitutional provisions to the to different organizations, governing bodies. I discussed about CBSE, ICSE and different schools, how these provides rules, regulations and carrying their responsibilities for the development of education and providing equal educational opportunity to all groups. And then we discussed about organizations of providing education at school level, then discussed about institutions catering school level programs, all these things, and the professional councils. And lastly, I uh, focused on the organization for intellectual property rights. These were the main focusing points of unit 3, and now we will start the unit 4, that is the most important aspect after completion of 1, 2 and 3, how these national bodies, different organizing agencies are different levels of education and different kinds of education. They are coordinated their works and how networking, partnership and linkages have been established among these agencies that we will discuss now. So particularly it is very interesting, and also most of the doubt will be clarified uh, at this level. So many concepts, many ideas are repeated in different units. Am I right? That's why it will be very easy to understand. If you listen carefully, you can clear. If you have any doubt, that will be clarified. Unit 4, we will discuss here the constitutional provision and educational policies, role of state and center for educational provision, coordination for educational provisions, collaboration, networking, linkage and partnership, then PPP, public-private partnership, and next is the education management information system and DISE software, its features and outcomes. So start with this first aspect, that is constitutional provision and educational policy, role of state and center for educational provisions. So in this aspect particularly we shall discuss about what constitutional provisions have been made for the progress and development of education in India, and how the roles of how state and center have played their role. So the preamble of Indian Constitution affirms equality of status and opportunity to all Indian citizens. So in this context, education is perceived as essential for making the provision of equality of opportunity a reality. So we have different national bodies like NCERT, CBSE, UGC, SCR, not SCRT. So and other IJR, Niger, and IIMS, IITs, all the national bodies, national institute, they play their role in providing education, and their autonomous bodies also they have the power to plan and manage the school education, higher education, and we have also the decentralization of powers. We have NGOs to collaborate education at the district and state level. So with this, how in India we have a largest education system in India. So to provide education to all people irrespective of caste, creed, color, sex, from the top central level to the district level and to the village level, decentralization of power is highly essential. So in this context we have we should study the amendments that has been made by the constitution for the provision of education. And in Article 45 of Indian Constitution, the directive principles of state policy directs that states shall endeavor to provide free and compulsory education to all children from 6 to 14 years within 10 years from the commencement of the Constitution. Similarly, Article 45 of Indian Constitution directs to promote with special care the educational, economic interest of weaker sections of the society, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and to protect them from exploitation. And central government also has special responsibility for the provision of Hindi language. In 42nd Amendment 1976 of the Constitution, education became a shared responsibility between the union and state government. Union and state government will govern education in their own respective ways. It was possible after 1976 in 42 amendment of the Constitution. Then in the 86th constitutional amendment, primary education became a fundamental right. And in the 72 and 73 amendment of Constitution, it is focused on the decentralization of education. In decentralization of education, local bodies of village, block and districts, municipal level, education was also the function of panchayats. So decentralization of education was highly essential to provide education and to spread education throughout the country. So, we will discuss about the uh, coordination for educational provisions. How educational provisions become possible through coordination. Coordination and cooperation between the union and state is brought about in the field of education through CAB, Central Advisory Board of Education. And the central agencies like UGC, it established coordination within central universities in the country and also the public universities provide grants, frames rules and regulations. Similarly, we have the All India Councils of Technical Education, Distance Education Council, then ICAR, Bar Council of India, NCTE, Rehabilitation Council of India. These agencies coordinate the education of provision of education in India. So here also we will discuss that how NAC coordinate the institutions. NAC works under UGC and it directly coordinate with the function of higher education institutions. It enables the institution to know its strengths, weakness and opportunity through an informed review process. Then it identifies internal areas of planning and resource allocation. It provides funds and also also collect data for performance funding. It promotes inter and intra-institutional interactions. Similarly, other agencies which we discussed in the unit 3, these agencies coordinate the institution for the progress of education, revision of syllabus, and organization of workshops, organization of in-service training for teachers, and now we have National Institute of Education. It launched programs for educational research, diploma in guidance and counseling for ECCE, Early Childhood Care and Education. Then we have our other agencies, technical institutes provides coordination. All India Council for Technical Education, it is a statutory authority for planning, formulation and maintenance of standards, quality assurance through accreditation, funding in priority area, and it covers programs of technical education, including training and research in engineering, technology, architecture, town planning, management, pharmacy, applied art and craft, hotel management, and catering technologies. So similarly, Medical Council of India, it also frames rules and regulations, provides grants for the hospitals and also the institutions of research. So all these national agencies coordinate directly with the institutions and to facilitate the progress of education and to develop infrastructure and for the development of research and other works. Next, we will discuss about the collaboration, networking, linkage and partnerships. So how it is different organizations work collaboratively. So collaboration, partnership and networking, all these three important aspects play a significant role in the governance in India. As India is a large country and the education system is the largest education system we have, definitely for the development of education, collaboration, networking and linkage are very much essential. We have our National Institute of Open Schooling, NIOS, and I have discussed the function of NIOS in the unit 3. So I am not repeating it again. Then particularly how it collaborates with education, school education. NIOS learners for the basic education program are enrolled at accredited institutions which are set up at organizations such as NGOs. NIOS collaborate with NGOs and it is spread open school education a lot. Through NGO, open school education is spread to many areas. So the purpose of collaboration with NGO is to spread education to mass. So what is the major objective of ODL? To provide education to the mass who are out of school and deprived of formal system of education and to continue learning. That's why it provides education starting from children to the old persons. Then it also coordinate its education system with NGO and the examination is conducted locally by the accredited agency or organization. The learners are issued a joint certificate by NIOS and the local agency, thereby exhibiting a joint responsibility. So I was talking about collaboration. So how NIOS is spreading its education with the collaboration of NGOs at school level. Similarly, when a large number of organizations or institutions join together to work in collaboration and coordination with each other for a common cause, networking concept is highly essential. And networking, what is that? Internet is the most ideal example of networking. Now we are related with each other, we are connected with each other through networking. I do not have any physically I have not seen you, but now there is a interaction, contact established with you because of internet. Okay, so internet is the most ideal example of networking. In network, through internet, a very large number of computers are connected all over the world. The internet is a global network of interconnected computers. So through this, what happened? This network, how this networking is very much helpful in the process of education. We will discuss about this. Particularly the internet, through internet, it is the global network is interconnected computers. It enables the user to share information along multiple channels. Networking helps to share information through computer in multiple channels. Typically, one computer connects to the internet can access information from a vast array of available servers and other computers by moving information from them to the computer's local memory. Now, you can access your data your materials, and you can also get related information from regarding your study from internet, and the many data relating to that can be available through this in networking. And next is that this networking help a lot in the NIOS, and NIOS has established a network of accredited institutions in study center. In all study centers are connected through this networking. All the open school systems, the institutions are interconnected through this networking system. Okay. Then particularly the network has the following advantages. Why networking is so much important in the field of education? The first thing is the togetherness. It provides a feeling of belongingness and professional brotherhood. Second, it is important for uniformity and credibility. And also what we observed in NIOS, it gives credibility and security that all comes under one umbrella. Then networking also provides situation to the learner to learn from each other. It is a very good situation that provides internet, that provides that provision we get from networking. Next we have, so we are living in this 21st century in the age of internet, and through the use of internet we are interconnected with each other wherever, whatever distance we are, but we never think about that distance because internet has helped to uh, see the globe very near. It has facilitated the students to get the knowledge about the world in by without attending any institution and sitting at home. So networking through internet has provided many learning facilities to the children, to the students of all age groups. Next, we will discuss about the linkages, that is the public-private partnership. How the public-private partnership play an important role in the spread of education. If we go through a study of Akshaya Patra, all are well acquainted with Akshaya Patra? Anyone? Akshaya Patra Foundation was also operating in Odisha for provision of midday meal to the school children. Okay? Remember? Anyone? Aware of that Akshaya Patra? Okay. So now we will discuss about the PPP The Akhay Patra
Yes,
Foundation,
ma'am.
how
Akya
it
Patra
is
provide ready-made food to the primary schools.
that 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 was it is started in other states, and also gradually also in our state Akhay Patra Foundation provided midday meals to the institution school, and now these are not functioning regularly. Schools are performing their own duties. They are providing midday meals to their students. Individual responsibility school has taken. So how PPP mode is operating for the spread of education, and Akhay Patra case study, you can understand better the PPP mode operating in providing education in our state, also in different states, and um, and for the progress of education. So the Akhay Patra particularly started in Jaipur, Rajasthan, and it is first initiation was taken by ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness. The Akhay Patra program is largely dependent on public funding apart from the subsidy that the state and central government give for providing midday meals to the school. Okay, Akhay Patra is completely private management, and government provides some funds, and for the again the ISKCON, the International Krishna Consciousness, this society, the to promote to that society took responsibility to provide food in by getting funds from the donors. So how it is started its work? The program aims to expand according to the support from the local government and from the public. Different NGOs and also the different agencies and some IT sectors that are Airtel, Infosys, Birla, and all other corporate partners. They contributed funds to Akhay Patra. And then some individuals also contributed um, for the functioning of this Akhay Patra, and the members of ISKCON, they cooked foods, different kinds of foods for the children, and uh, 9 varieties of dal were cooked, 8 varieties of rice also. So the people, the staff of Akhay Patra, they were brahmacharis, and they worked for the social cause on voluntary basis. They did not given any payment for that activity, and they engaged for this work they engaged for 24 hours. So this says that how Akhay Patra was functioning in a public-private partnership mode. Okay, so government was given funds, and the private organizations, they were also funding, and individuals, they also contributed, and the people of Akhay Patra Foundation, they were working 24 hours free of cost. They were not paid for their labor. So what was their motto? Now to serve the society, to provide food to the children who are from the poor family. Particularly, the reason behind implementation of midday meal is to bring all children to school. School should go to the door of children. Children should not come to school. This is the idea behind the provision of midday meal to the schools. Now you might have observed that the percentage of enrollment is increasing in the school after introduction of midday meal. Am I right? Crores of rupees are spent for the implementation of this program to universalize primary education, Sarva Shiksha Abhijan, or it may be DPP. So the goal is 100% literacy and equal educational opportunity to all. So to provide education to all, midday meal provision was introduced and this was functioned in PPP mode. Adoption of a collaborative approach for monitoring and capacity building. Here is also a case study of Sarva Shiksha Abhijan. How collaborative approach is essential for monitoring and capacity building. We will discuss this. Yesterday perhaps I discussed, might have remembered that village education committee, cluster resource centers and block resource center, all the ideas I had given yesterday. So here how it collaborates. UNICEF designed the monitoring toolkit for the use at school level. United Nations Children's Emergency Fund. It provides funds for the development of toolkits that will be used for the school level, CRC level, DRC level, to look at the quality related issues and address the issues pertaining to promote child friendly and inclusive school cultures. MHRD and UNICEF have designed performance indicators for teachers in schools and trainers at CRC and BRC diets under a collaborative initiative, that is advancement of educational performance through teacher support in Sarva Shiksha Abhijan. More than 28 states have developed such performance indicators and are using them for tracking and enhancing teacher-trainer performance. Other states like Assam, Gujarat, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, MP, UP, Uttarakhand, they are also using the performance indicators for better school performance. So, how the international agency and our block level, cluster level organizations, district level organizations are collaboratively work for the development of the institutions, children's education, teachers' performance. These are the examples. National and state level institutions like NCRT, NIPA, NCT, SCRT, they have been given the capacity building responsibilities since it is realized that improvement in quality requires a sustainable support system for educational planning and management at national, state, districts levels. Capacity building is also imparted to local level institutions for decentralized preparation of curriculum, teaching learning materials relevant to the local needs. So, education becomes effective, curriculum transaction becomes fruitful when central agencies cooperate to prepare the curriculum according to the local needs. When the curriculum will match with the local requirements, then curriculum transaction becomes effective and it becomes outcome based. Then we come to education management information system, EMIS. What is that? Education management information system. We have already studied about the networking. The internet is the viable media for networking. So here the large size and complex educational structures across the Indian states makes the matters of policy making, planning, monitoring highly complex and complicated. Really, ours is the largest education system and decentralized education system, and we have different types of rules, regulation, policies, plans and monitoring agencies, whether they are performing their duties systematically and they are carried out to the local level or the ground to the ground level effectively or not. So that's why it is called as it is highly complex and complicated. So in order to improve the quality and effectiveness of educational planning and management, it is essential to have a better management information system. What do you think about this? Any idea? Well, we'll proceed. Decentralization of educational management requires a very strong and efficient system of data collection and management. How we can get the information immediately and to act to progress our system. For that reason, it is essential to have efficient system of data collection and management. The benefits from improved, consistent and timely available information are enormous. Apart from providing the right kind of signals to educational administrators, they provide information and resources which are most needed. Then we have MHRD, Human Resource Development Government of India. It is the main agency responsible for collection of numeric information on regular basis. At the apex level, we have MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development. It must collect data or information, what is going on, how the policy is being implemented in different states, different districts, and different cluster as well as BRC level. So, in next we have NCRT. It collects information special variables through its All India Educational Survey. In every 5 to 8 years, it collects data regarding the progress of education, how far the curriculum transaction is effective, what is the whether there is any issue to change the curriculum, to develop the teacher status, many on different aspects. It collects information or data. Then we have, in addition to this, we have semi-government agency like National Sample Survey Organization, abbreviated as NSSO, the Census of India, International Institute for Population Studies, National Family Health Survey. These agencies collect data from time to time, and few educational variables as part of the regular and household sample surveys. NSSO also made special survey on education, school education, higher education, medical education, technical education, agricultural education, different educations also. This agency made survey and provide information to the central agencies. And we have the DICE, study based on DICE data, that was developed by NUPA, I have already told you. And the Institute of Applied Manpower Research, IAMR, has a major data collection project known as National Technical Manpower Information System, under which data from technical institutions is collected annually. UGC is also responsible for collection of all the statistics pertaining to higher education, affiliated colleges, universities. Similarly, Indian Agricultural Statistics Research Institute, ISRI, functions as the lead center and coordinating unit for the National Information System on Agriculture Education Network in India. And it collect data in agricultural education. Then we have, it also publish annual statistical bulletins on agricultural education in India. So all these agencies, central agencies, organizations, they collect informations annually, or after 5 years or 8 years, they collect information in their department from different institutions, government, private, to collect information and to provide, bring some reformation for the development in their department. Next, we have different district information system for education, NIPA, then district project office. So data are collected from different sources. Then DICE 2001 software maintenance of quality of data maintenance features and major outcomes. We have main feature of DICE, that is the how it maintains data. The system covers 8 years of schooling in all recognized primary, upper primary and primary upper primary sections of secondary and higher secondary schools. These data are a complete data collected from the child, his education, family background, his certificates, the percentage of marks he secured, uh, and these data also, you might have heard the name of UDICE. Now, students' data will be transferred from school level to college level and also at the higher education level. So, DICE present multi-user and modular system of software design for better management and security of database. The major outcome of this DICE effort, DICE software is now operational in all districts of the country and in providing vital information for preparation of district elementary education plans. It has also doing very remarkable work in providing information about the children, students of particular level, and official website of DICE has been developed and being updated frequently. District report cards and raw data in case of each of the district covered under DICE are uploaded along with the DICE publications. So, particularly the DICE, it is the best mechanism which ensure and provide valid data about the students, the organizations, and the progress of education. Now, coming to the last part of this unit, we will some of the um, summarize what we already studied. So first, we discussed about the constitutional provision that has been made for the development of education. As India is a large country, decentralization of education system has been made. The responsibilities have been borne by central government as well as state government, and the decentralization of education system has facilitated the spread of education at the village, local level, at the panchayat level, and also district level, and each state is getting freedom to uh, spread education in its own perspective, and there are also national system of education, national agencies. They are also getting framing their rules and regulations for the spread of education. So the different amendments, how it has made easy to spread education, we have discussed so far. Then we have other different organizations, how they are coordinating with each other, the linkage, collaboration with different agencies and institutions have made the spread of education much more better and um, effective. And the most important aspect is that how NIOS is playing its role with NGOs, facilitating education to different groups of people. That is also more interesting. Uh, and another important aspect is that the educational management and information system, how it is cooperating in providing data and education at district, state, and national levels. These are very vital as well as effective mechanisms operating in the education level at every levels of education. And the last thing, the system collects and computerizes details data on various aspects such as school location, management, teachers, school building, equipment, learners by gender and age, incentives, and number of disabled children in various grades. All these data are very easily we find through DICE software, and the districts states have been given a format in which they provide the data, but they have flexibility in adding additional variables according to their needs. So now for your um, information, now UDICE is being maintained in every school and also at college level. All the data are transferred when the child pass from get promotion from one institution to other institution. So in this way, uh, to make the education more effective, to provide equal opportunity to students, to make education inclusive one, all these development have been made, collaboration, linkage, and also the mm, bonding among the organizations and efficient work efficiency of the organizations are have highly developed through these systems. So these are all about this unit. My deliberation end. If any doubt, feel free to ask. What is your uh, comments regarding this deliberation? Do you understand, or any difficulties you face while teaching this? Okay, tell me. Any doubt? Shall we finish? Hello, friend, students.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Day after tomorrow, again we will meet each other at 7 of evening. Thank you once again.